with Mo Carter.
Oklahoma's Trae Young leads the nation in scoring and assists per game. Today, he brought his Sooners into the Coleman Coliseum, where Avery Johnson and the Tide were waiting to shut him down and get a win in the Big 12 SEC Challenge. Now, Alabama's Colin Sexton knew he had his hands full with Trae Young on today, and early on, it was Colin Sexton looking very good. On the go-ahead breakaway lay-in, there he is right there, scoring the bucket to tie the ball game up at 9. Later, the Tide, they're up by 13, but Trae Young will come through and bury the long three-pointer, but Alabama did lead by 6 at the break. Second half, Trae Young with the vicious crossover, Allen Iverson style, and the 3-ball. Sooners take the lead, but Bama goes on a roll after. Braxton Key drives, dish it to Daniel Giddens, and he'll go up for the big slam and one. Ball game tied. Later on, Braxton Key again showing his outside game for 3. It's good. 11 points for him, and Alabama shuts down Trae Young and goes on to beat Oklahoma 80-73.
Me and Herb's job coming into the game, and that was to contest him, make sure that he doesn't just get free and open shots.
Down on the Plains, 19th ranked Auburn going head-to-head with LSU in the Battle of the Tigers. Auburn starts off real strong. Bryce Brown kicks out to Mustafa Harris for 3, and it's good, 15-6 Auburn. Later, it'll be Jared Harper pulling up for the wide-open 3, and it's good. It's all part of an 18-0 run by Bruce Pearl's team. Later on, the Tigers decide to go inside, so to get it to Chuma Okeke, he gets the bucket right there, and then later on, it'll be Okeke once again. Big slam right here, 14 points for him. Auburn blows out LSU by a final of 95-70. Coming back closer to home, 5 out of the next 7 Alabama A&M basketball games are at Elmore Gym. And right now, the biggest one for the Bulldogs was tonight, not only because of the next contest, but Donnie Marsh could finally go head-to-head with his longtime colleague, Mike Davis. These two men have worked together for 12 years in various places, but tonight they were enemies for 40 minutes. Now, the Bulldogs were down 5-0 until Julian Walters scores on a fast break layup for Alabama A&M. Later on, you'll see Walters here in your screen, kicks it out to Ariston Johnson for 3, and it's money. Ball game tied. Keith Wagner and his new co-worker Brian Jenkins looks on from the sidelines. But man, Texas Southern, they came to play. Marquis Salmon gets the quick bucket right here. Then later on, it'll be Justin Hopkins left wide open in the corner for 3, and he buries it to give the Tigers of Texas Southern the lead back. But not for long. Here comes DeEdric Petty. He wears number 3 and pulls up for 3, and it is good. This game was close, but Dante Clark hit some clutch free throws down the stretch. Texas Southern escapes Alabama A&M tonight, 58-56 with that victory. Now, the Texas Southern women jumped out on Margaret Richards and the Lady Bulldogs 17-4 in the beginning of their game thanks to plays like this. Joyce Kennerson with the steal and the bucket for the Tigers, but the Lady Bulldogs did fight back. Lauren McKee for 3, and it is good. Then it'll be McKee once again, thinks about a 3, but then all of a sudden she says, you know what, let me just pull up from 17 feet, go up, and it is good. Bulldogs down by 5, but they had no answer for Kennerson and her 28 points tonight. Alabama A&M will fall 55-49. They've got Prairie View on Monday evening. All right, Thursday, UAH fell to number 14 Valdosta State in overtime. Today, it didn't get any easier with number 15 West Florida in the first. West Florida up by 6. Kip Owens gets the steal. Chase Elliott will race his way all the way down the court and get the easy layup right there on the other end. Now later on, the Chargers are trying to play catch up. Justin Ward coming off the screen and knocks down the 3 to pull them within 1. How about those camouflage jerseys? They look kind of sweet for the Chargers. But man, West Florida, they were not slowing down. UAH is actually down by 13 as Dalton Barkley lays it up for the bucket and 1. They do make it a close contest and actually win this close contest. Final score today, UAH 91, West Florida 90. Same matchup on the ladies' side of things. The Georgia women lost another close one the other night, trying to rebound today at halftime. They led by 4 in the third. Chandler Elder from the corner. It's 3, and it is good, everyone. But in the fourth, they actually were trailing by 1 when Lauren Foster, she will be on the money from beyond the arc, and the Chargers are back on top. Fast forward to 1 second left in the game. UAH down by 2. They go for a game-winning basket. It falls short. They fall in another close one, 66-64. More GSC play to tell you about out in Florence. The UNA women beat Valdosta State by 8, but the men lose in overtime by 2. All right, several SEC products had their chance to shine in today's Senior Bowl down in Mobile. I've got those highlights coming up after the sports media timeout.
Local sports first. You're watching WZDX Sports, sponsored by Jacksonville State University.
Welcome back, everyone. All week long, college standouts have been going through a rigorous job interview down in Mobile, and today they had a chance to shine at the Senior Bowl. It was cold, windy, and rainy today at Lad People Stadium. We'll pick things up in the first quarter. Heisman Trophy winner Baker Mayfield in the shotgun. He steps back to pass, but he is sacked by Alabama's Deshaun Hand and UTSA's Marcus Davenport. The North is forced to punt. South with the ball now. Western Kentucky quarterback Mike White throws the quick slant route to Traquan Smith, and he finds pay dirt for a first touchdown of the game. South on top, 7-0. More from the South now. Alabama J.K. Scott, the placeholder for a field goal attempt by Auburn's Daniel Carson, and Legatron boots it through from 53 yards out. The South extend their lead now to 10-3. North trying to make this thing very interesting. YM quarterback Josh Allen getting them back into the game with a 16-yard touchdown pass to Tyler Conklin. That got them within a scoring possession. But another SEC product stole the show. LSU's DJ Chark hauls in a 75-yard touchdown pass for the South. Let's check out your final score, everyone, as the South goes on to win easily. 45-16, as I mentioned. Chark, 160 receiving yards and a touchdown on the day. All right, coming back closer to home, the UAH Hockey team got a big win last night over Bemidji State, and they look to do that again tonight as they honor the program's 1997-98 National Championship team. Players from the team gathering for a very special ceremony on the ice at the BBC prior to the game. In the first, UAH finds himself in trouble. Brennan Solnier is called for checking from behind, a game misconduct penalty, and he is ejected. Hockey fans cannot like that one, so the Chargers have a 5-minute major penalty kill, but the Beavers take advantage. Charles Combs puts it in the back of the net to give Bemidji State a 1-0 lead. Later on, Bemidji State in the penalty trouble now. Josh Kessner goes down, and the Beavers player is ejected. By UAH would fail to capitalize on the power play. The Beavers go on to beat the Chargers 5-1, so they split the weekend series. And finally, the Huntsville Havoc on the road tonight in Pensacola against the Ice Flyers. They get revenge from last night's loss. They go on to win 4-1. That does it for sports. Stay with us. We'll be right back.